Welcome back to a new video where we are driving through the beautiful countryside of Barle-Nassau as we are leaving my friend's farm and going back to Utrecht. So as I was hanging around at the farm, I was looking at Marketplace for free things that could be picked up in the neighborhood to see if there was anything useful for the farm being provided for free. And then I found this really cute kids playing horse stable thing. And the kids that I work with, one of them, she collects horses from the brand Schleich, and they are like collectibles, but she plays with them and they are so cute. And I decided to go pick up this little barn for her and this little horse stable, and it's absolutely wonderful. And it was a really cute route going there. This is really like a rural road in the Netherlands, but it's so flat. The Netherlands is so flat. Just imagine being an 11-year-old girl who collects horses, and then your nanny comes home with this. Isn't that the cutest thing? Oh, look how wonderful it is. The next day I got to the house with the kids and all her horses were parked in this stable. That's so adorable.
Why did it zoom?
So I'm trying to step up my game and incorporate new things for filming, but I got this Hohem tripod thing that holds my camera, but it's zooming with the front camera, so it got me so confused because I don't even think that's an option on my phone, but obviously it is.
Oh, I'm dropping it. Okay, so I haven't really... Now, Wolfie, stop. I haven't really used the Hohem because I got sick after I got it and I couldn't use it, but it looks like it's zooming. Am I just moving? It doesn't have a zoom function on the front, right? Okay, anyway. I'm starting to get used to this. Anyway, I went to Bakery Adams in Baarle. And the heater's on, so if you're hearing that, that's the thing that's happening. I went to Bakery Adams and I got stuff. Look at this. This is some sort of pastry with cherries in it. And then powdered sugar on it. It looks fancy. Then I have, Wolfie's like, what you got there, mommy? Probably going to be my favorite. It even has a little chocolate flower on it. This one has rice in it, and I love rice in my pastries. Now, I got way too many, and I asked her if I can keep them until tomorrow, and I can. So see, it's zooming. I didn't think that the front has a zoom function. What is happening? Look what it's doing. Okay, this one, I'm excited for this. It's huge. This one is called a Belgium apple thing, and you also have the Dutch version, which has like croissant dough. What is that called? Layered dough, and then sugar on it. And this one has like some sort of cookie stuff. I don't know, but let's try it out. Okay, so I totally destroyed it. What's in there? Sugar. So this is on the inside of the apple one, and it's I don't know what it is. The bottom is a little bit soggy. Okay, let's try a bite. Like, is the middle, is this cinnamon sugary? What is this? That's crunchy. It's just such a mess at the moment. Let's try a bite. It's an entire apple in there. It's nice. It has good flavor. It just tastes like apple with cinnamon and some sugar, and then the dough isn't really, it's a soft dough, which I appreciate, but it doesn't really do that much. I don't think so. I like it. It's a nice one. This one with the cherries. Let's try it. Okay. Oh, there's also some whipped cream in there. Okay, let's try. I thought she said cherries and apple, but I'm not sure. Uh-oh. I think it gets better if you get more into the filling. It's nice, it's crunchy, has good cherry taste. She did tell me that there's a lot of whipped cream on there. I don't like that. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to scoop it. Bye. That's better. Now it's mostly rice and a little bit of whipped cream. Let's try, because I'm not going to eat all. Okay, I'll put this back with the chocolate flakes. I'll put a little bit of that back for flavor, but I don't like that thick of whipped cream. Let's try. Even with taking some of the whipped cream off, it's super sweet. So that was a couple of days ago. Let's continue working on the rabbit hutch. I made some things. Let me show you what we did. Let's work on the little front first, and then I'll show you what it's looking like at the moment, and then maybe we can finish the little front thingy. Okay, let's get the little door and let's continue on that one. Let's do that. So the idea is that this little door is going to seal up the original hutch area that was there, and it's going to create an entire night place for them to stay without any wind getting in. But I didn't want it to be super dark for them, so we're incorporating this little window. And now I can just attach it like that, but I want to have a cross sitting over the window, which would also keep it tight in there so that it won't come out and it won't break, because if this window just comes out, a bunny might jump out of there, which is pretty high up. I think 1.20 meters, that's too high. The bunny will fall and injure itself. So I need to make sure that this window is going to be attached very thoroughly. So that's what we're doing right now. Now this is one of the parts that I'm really taking time to do it very nice. That's why I'm doing it inside of my van. It's making a lot of mess, but this way I'm with the dogs. I can watch a movie, it's warm, and I can just think. This took me 2.5 hours to finish, but what I think that went very well is that all of the parts that are going to hold the window together are one solid part now. They are all infused with each other. I think that's the right word. So it's super solid. So if I attach it very thorough on the door now, it's going to be very tight. And if I glue it and then screw it and then glue it, and just, it's going to be awesome. And it's going to keep everything together because it's for a farm where people visit. So kids are going to pull it, touch it, and they might damage it. So I need to keep that in mind as I'm building all these things.
whole process made me think about the woodworking classes that I took last year in Portugal when I was at Cindy's place. And it really taught me a lot, but also I didn't really have the proper tools here. The tool that I'm using to cut and saw here is my Leatherman pocket knife, which has a saw function on it and a knife function on it. I love that thing. I got it from someone when I moved into my van 3 years ago. Woohoo! And that's what I'm using. So I didn't do a very solid job because I wanted to leave some wiggle room in case I made a boo-boo. But it's working, and I'm gluing all the parts together, and now I'm going to see how the cross will sit. Now, it's not completely square, but neither is the door that's going to be in. And this was actually a way harder part. I didn't think about this before because now I need to saw out only a little part and not the entire width of the wood of the frame, and that was some harder work, but I just stuck by it and watched movies, and it turned out great, I think. So if I would have used my woodworking skills here, I would have had a better saw. I would have had a workspace with a the thing on the workspace that holds your wood. And then I would have chiseled. I don't have a chisel. Could have gotten one because we have chisels here, but they are not sharp. And I don't want to bang on my countertop. So I just decided to stab the wood with my knife. It worked out, but if you want to have like a really, if you want to measure it completely perfect and then get the perfect amount out, you need to use a chisel and do it very thorough. I just did like 2 millimeters wider than necessary, so I had some wiggle room, and then later I just filled that up. I do know that that's not the proper woodworking way to go, but it's the way that was good for me at this moment. The thing that went through my mind as I was doing this is that there's always, how did they say that, like multiple ways to Rome, but that there was once a person in this world that was trying to do a thing like this, and then he had a little bit too much wiggle room, and then he decided, I need to create something to fill up this gap so that it looks nice. So other people going through this process and creating a device or a thing that and putting it out in this world are there for me to use now. So I just used wood filler and wood glue and clamps and stuff like that. So I love how my brain just goes like, yeah, I'm so happy somebody already invented some kind of putty that you can put in little gaps if you make too big of a hole. I love it. So here you can see my design coming together, and this is going to be the part that sits onto the glass. So this part is going to be on the inside. So the wood, the little cross frame in the middle, will always stay on that side because the other pieces of wood are keeping it there. Now all I have to do when it's finished is turn this over onto the window and then attach that with screws or nails. I've been looking, but I don't know if we have the right size nails. I want to glue it and then maybe nail it on there. I'm also a little bit frightened of banging the wood when the plexiglass is under there, so maybe a screw is better, so I have more control of how deep I'll put it in there. I'll just have to have a very small, thin screw. That's what I need. But yeah, I think it looks great. I just went into the workshop, but it's very noisy outside. I want to show you what it's looking like right now when it's finished, because it's not put together yet. This is the frame. But look, I don't like this glue, this paint. Even if I put a very thin layer on it, it drips. So this is going to be on the inside, but I don't like that. I wanna sand it one more time and then put it on there. So we're not gonna attach it today because I want it to be very nice, looking very nice. But let me show you what the frame looks like so you can have a good look. So this is the inside. You can see that the wood lies in here, and then I just filled that up, but I have to sand this some more. It's not really looking Look, it's been dripping. So I will just sand it and paint it another time and let it harden. But this paint just drips so fast. Don't really like that. But the frame itself looks really nice. I also put some in here. This is also looking very nice. And then this is our window. And then this is the top. So it's just going to sit like that. So what I need to figure out is how we can screw in here, because there's not too much room. We need to make something. I'm not going to just glue it. I want to put in like 4 screws. Maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, or like 8. We have to see how we're going to do that. It's going to be super nice and it's going to look really pretty. I just want to make this look better now. I'm going to sand it and then paint it once more. And maybe I'm going to try and make it look just a little bit more nicer. And then we have to figure out how to attach it. But yeah, we'll do that next time. Okay, I'm going to show you the hutch because we did something to it. It's looking very nice. But I'm going to do a voiceover because I don't know if you can hear it, but there's so many kids outside. It's super noisy. So I'll show you what it's looking like right now. So let's mute all the noise. So, I haven't been really doing a lot on the hutch because they started sanding tables, and I was painting. So painting and sanding doesn't go together. So it had been covered up and I just waited until they're done sanding the tables and then I'll have more room to work. But as you can see, we made a little loft area for the bunnies because it's probably going to house 2 bunnies, but it could house 3 or 4 because there's space enough. But then I want them to have enough space to sit here without being bothered by each other. So we made a little loft area with a little stairs. Look how cute that is. And I made the hole for getting into the area bigger because I figured it was maybe a little bit too small. So the hole in the I tried to get the angle just right. That was really hard to do, but look how beautiful this is. This is going to be such a really nice area for them to be in. I still have to paint that part, but the hole here is being made a little bit bigger, so this area going through here is going to be more convenient. And this is how the rest is looking. Isn't that beautiful? I love the yellow. We still have a lot of things to do, but I think it's going to be very beautiful in the end. I hope to be finished in about 2 weeks or so. So that's the update on the bunny hutch, and I haven't really been able to do that much on it because they started sanding tables in that area where I was painting. Plus, it's holiday season here. They are on the spring break. It says spring break, I don't know. At least they have a break from school, so I'm working longer days, and normally I could have the mornings to do some stuff on the hutch, but I'm not able to do that. But next week is going to be very busy as well, but the week after that I'll probably have some time. And also today I enrolled on subscribed, I don't know, starting from Tuesday I am going to go to school for 12 weeks every Tuesday to study to be an interior designer, an interior specialist, I don't even know, an interior stylist. And I would really love to learn how to draw in 3D, how to do color analysis stuff for the house, how to use materials. Yeah, I'm really excited about that. I was thinking about it so long because I already have a very busy existence for my liking, but it's just going to be up till June, and then I have set the dates from the 3rd of June. The 3rd of June is the last day for my school for this that I'm doing with interior stylist, and then after that we are leaving for a 6-week trip, and I'm thinking of going to Sweden because I've never been, and I think I want to buy a little cottage house somewhere there. And maybe not this year, maybe next year, but we'll see. But at least I've never been to Sweden. And I also thought I wanted to go live in Portugal. And then I stayed there for a while and I thought maybe maybe Sweden is more for me. So let's go there. And if we go to Sweden a couple of times, and maybe then I'll think maybe Norway, maybe Croatia, maybe Bulgaria, I don't know. We'll just go explore and see where we're gonna go. But I would love to have a little red house or a yellow house, something like a tiny wooden cottage somewhere in the woods where the dogs can roam free-ish, because I'm a little bit worried if they have a big garden to roam in that they get caught by big birds of prey. Maybe not even, you know, you can keep foxes and everything outside with good fencing, or maybe like a moose. I don't even know what could happen. Anyway, I would love to find a little place like that, but before I can find that, I need to know where I want it to be. But I think Sweden. So we have 6 weeks from the beginning of June to go on a trip, and I cannot wait. But up till then, I'm going to work and finish the hutch and learn how to be an interior stylist. And I'm thinking, like, if I buy a little beautiful wooden cottage somewhere, and I have all this knowledge about being an interior stylist, I already think I'm pretty good at it with just feeling how I like things. But being able to actually 3D draw it and being able to just, I can't wait to have all this knowledge in my brain. There's so many things I want to learn. Like, I want to know all that. I want to know it all. Okay, anyway, I'm really excited about that. But the bunny hatch is coming together very nicely. I'm putting the roof on in the just at the end, because now I can still reach all the things. If I want to put a shelf on, I can hold it. And if I put a roof on, I can no longer hold. So I have to ask help all the time to attach things. I don't want to do that. So, also, this totally went by me. Yesterday was the 1st of March, which was actually our 3-year anniversary. So I'm going to make a video about that too, but maybe not this week, but maybe just in a little while. But we had our 3-year anniversary. Woohoo! Happy anniversary to us. And I also think it's really nice that it's our 3-year anniversary, and that marks the time that it's good to start looking around for a little cottage. I don't want to live in a cottage full time. I don't think so. I want to live in the van. But I think it would be nice to have a little cottage to go home to. And also, I want to build stuff. So if I want to redesign the van, if I want to, I might want to rip some stuff out and start sort of over. But if I would have a little cottage with a big workspace behind it or next to it, like a big shed where the van can go into, and then I can just strip everything and we can sleep inside the cottage, that will be amazing. So yeah, let's have that on our, how did they say that, 2025 bingo card. Let's see if we can make that happen. But yeah, that's for today's video. And yeah, I want to thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. I will see you in the next one, and in the meantime, don't forget to say yes to Newvanventures.